live? Liam?
Yes, we are live now, guys.
Awesome.
I was just making sure it was streaming from our YouTube and everything is looking good. So, yeah.
We can give it a minute maybe if you want to make sure everything is syncing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
GM, I can see a few people joining the chat.
Also, to anyone in the chat, feel free to pop any of your questions there too, and I can get to them at the end of the call as well if we have some time. Alrighty, you guys good to go?
Yep.
Amazing. Alrighty, thank you everyone for tuning in with us today, and welcome, of course, to both Joe and Mohammed. It's great to have you guys on.
Thank you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, Liam.
Yeah, no worries at all. Glad to have you guys on. So for everyone listening, we're going to have a pretty fun call today. For this week's Spotlight Party, we've invited the Scribe team to join us on stage and talk a little bit about their DEX protocol that was recently deployed on Scroll. How the structure of this call will go is I will kick things off with a brief round of intros, and afterwards we will then dive into a few questions that I've prepared for our speakers prior to the call. Just like last week, for anyone who was tuning in beforehand, we will hand the floor over to our guest speakers who will be giving us an in-depth video demonstration to showcase how Scribe works, both under the hood and from a user perspective. So for anyone who hasn't used Scribe before, this is definitely going to be fun for you, and you can play this back later as well and learn how to use the protocol that way. But yeah, I guess starting off with a quick round of intros. Myself, I'll keep it brief, but for those who don't know, I work on the communications team, mostly in and around the realm of community building, marketing, and content. You might also see me hanging out in Discord or on Twitter from time to time. Now that that's out of the way, let's jump over to our guests. So joining us from the Scribe side, we have Mohammed, who is the CTO, as well as Joe, who is on board as a core contributor. Obviously, my short intro there doesn't do them justice, so I'll hand over the mic to these guys. Mohammed, Joe, please give us a brief introduction. Tell us a little bit about who you are, how you found your way to Scribe, and what roles you perform within the team.
For sure. GM, everyone, and thanks, Liam, for making this happen. So about myself, I've been a software engineer in the last 8 years. I've been in crypto since 2019. I work for multiple projects in different chain. Some are EVM, some are Solana. I also worked for Polygon for 2 years. I worked for Mode Network, and I did also a lot of freelancing, and I helped a lot of projects on the advisor side. And for Scribe, was like the idea of working Kim Exchange from Mode. I know the team who are running actually Kim Exchange. I know them for many years, and I think they're a great team. And since they're our technical advisors, we decide to actually go to Scroll. We have this opportunity, and I think Scroll is gonna be a big success. And yeah, this is how the idea actually came up, and this is how Scribe was born.
All right, everyone. My name is Joe. Real nice to be here. I've been in and out of Web3 since 2016, working mostly on strategizing tokenomics. I wanted to push a little bit more on the RWA side, so that's a couple projects there, and launched a Web3-based VC pool. And that was really exciting. I do some advisory work for maybe city governments and other government factions that want to adopt blockchain. And I just love building things that people want, and that journey led me here to the Scribe team. I love working with these guys.
Amazing. Thanks for those intros, guys. Wow, you guys have been everywhere. That's super interesting. Very, very diverse backgrounds, but experience nonetheless. No, that's really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, as I explained before, the structure of this call will be I'll kind of ask our guests 3 questions that were prepared earlier, and then Scribe will take over and give a in-depth video demonstration for you guys. But yeah, like let's just jump straight into it. So I guess kicking off with the basics, if you could, guys, please just give us a general introduction and overview of Scribe. Can you let the community know a little bit more about like what makes Scribe unique among other DEXs that are currently on Scroll, and why should everyone be paying attention?
Right. I'll take this one. First of all, I'd like to say that our team is very satisfied with the choice to build on Scroll, Liam. We're amazed at how quickly the community is growing as well. And I'm sure this is not just us, it's a commonality that's shared across all teams building on Scroll. And we can always boast about the low fees, fast transactions, the scalability that comes, just building on Scroll automatically. And we're on our 2nd month of operations and super excited to say that we already have about 19,000 wallets connected. And so we're getting some very organic and great traction. We have about $500,000 of daily transaction volume last time I checked. And so, why? Why are people coming to our DEX? Why are they using it? A few of our guests here is I think we have a number of functionalities that makes us unique for our users. First, so we are a fork of the Kim exchange. Some of you guys may know this is the largest DEX on Mode. Their team is working very closely with us to ensure that we create a very secure and seamless experience for our users. And then I think another differentiator is that we are an AMM, automated market maker DEX, which is different than an order book DEX. This means that the DEX algorithmically finds the optimized fair price for your trade instead of you having to put in your orders and try to find a matching order so that you could buy and sell. It's faster, cheaper fees. It prevents this price gap that might create some losses for you, and I'm sure many of you guys have experienced that. No KYC needed yet, and then there's less liquidity problems, even for less popular tokens. So all of this, all benefits, we feel this is why people are using our DEX. And then just to do a little bit of marketing here, during our TGE phase, pre-TGE phase, we're offering up to 3 times boosted scroll marks as incentives in addition to Scribe points. And this is part of our partnership between Scroll and Scribe. You could tell that even from the inception of our project, we've been, we're native on Scroll. We work with Scroll to, to build this ecosystem. And so this 3x boosting won't last long. So try to get in early. And lastly, I think I want to mention our UI UX. Mohammed will show us how this works, how it looks like, but I think we've been getting a lot of good feedback about how easy it is to use our app.
Awesome. Great overview there. Thank you very much for sharing. It's cool that you mentioned, you guys are putting a lot of effort into having a seamless UX, and that's really, really great because, looking at the landscape now, I guess crypto in general, not just like Ethereum and L2s, but like the wider crypto ecosystem, if we want to really onboard, the real world and 1 billion users and whatnot, we're going to need great UX to do that. So that's really, really cool. And also, Joe dropped some alpha for you guys too. So if I remember correctly, it was 3x boosted marks or...
Correct.
Yeah. Yes, 3x boosted marks for a short time only. So if you're listening, make of that what you will. But yeah, really, really cool. Thank you again for that overview. It was great. I guess we can jump straight into question 2. You guys can pick who answers this as well. But it's a great time for us to dive into the latest product, the Launchpad. Okay, so I guess to explain it to people who don't know what that is, can you please describe for us like what the Launchpad is, how it works, and how is it assisting, or how can it assist newer projects looking to build on top of the Scroll ecosystem?
I'll take this one too. Like I said, I love to build stuff that people want. We've been talking to different community members within Scroll, and we're looking for. I saw that we were looking for better options to launch projects on Scroll, and this is something that the Scroll team is also kind of feeling. And so we created a partnership with Scroll to make a launchpad on our DEX, and to make this launchpad the best way for Scroll-based projects to launch, right? So this is a very strategic move for us because it not only fills an ecosystem need, but it also allows Scribe to onboard multiple communities onto our platform at once. So we love the idea because we could be serving the ecosystem while we grow as a DEX that is essential to this community. So with the Launchpad, new teams can easily find deals with verified KOLs and marketing agencies who can definitely show the projects alongside the launch, and they get listed on Scribe. They get access to the hundreds of thousands of users we expect to have by the time we TGE.
Fantastic. Yeah, amazing. Did you have anything extra you wanted to add there, Mohammed?
Yeah, for the Launchpad, like we're gonna not only give opportunity to project to launch, but also to go directly and integrate with Scribe. So you can go directly and put that into new pools. So we're gonna give them like a really seamless experience, and we're gonna like accompany them to launch their project. So we have like the full suite, if I might say.
Fantastic. So for the builders out there, if you want to launch a project and you want to do it the easiest way possible, you do it with Scribe, I guess. There you go. So
yeah. And from the more people who are using our swap and liquidity pools too, it's a very easy way to find new projects on Scroll. Find news about them. We will definitely be doing a lot of outreach, as new projects get onboarded, to make sure that everybody knows who they are, the essential projects, especially because we'll be doing, the quality whitelisting and everything. So,
yeah, that's really, really cool. And I like the point about, assisting teams with, like, you also get access to Scribe's kind of community as it grows as well, like for marketing purposes and getting in touch with, I don't know, people that might have like potential like funding opportunities or whatever else. And yeah, I guess it's kind of self-fulfilling. Like, it reduces the workload for newer startups significantly.
Definitely.
And everyone can kind of share the same community and help each other out. But yeah, awesome. Yeah, if you guys didn't have anything more to add on to that one, I can jump straight into the last question I have here before we go into our video demonstration. But yeah, just wanted to touch on the ecosystem side. So, did you guys have any new partnerships in the pipeline, or is there anything that's happened very recently that you would like to talk about in terms of the Scribe ecosystem and how it's evolving on that front?
Yeah, let me get this one. Yeah, so we had like quite a few partnership and integrations, like EtherFi, Stakestone, and even technical integrations like Flexi with the bridge that we're gonna demonstrate later on. But we also have like new partnership coming in with Gamma Vault. So we're gonna give you like a new way to actually automate your strategy. Joe, maybe do you wanna touch base more on the Gamma side?
Yes, definitely. So this week we are releasing Gamma integration, which is an ALM. By that we mean this is an automatic liquidity manager. It manages your LP strategy so that it doesn't go out of range, right? So you could pay a little less attention to it. It runs for a longer time. It reduces potential slippage losses and also definitely prevent impermanent loss. So this is going to be something we feel a huge benefit to our users. And I think the part that really excites us is another product that we're going to be building on this Gamma feature. Because now we're able to manage our positions to be long term. We're introducing an exciting opportunity, which are called SP NFTs. Now, these are LP position NFTs that open up a full marketplace that provides liquidity for long-term LP positions. So, for example, if you are already in a liquidity position and that's locked in for a long time, but you need liquidity, what do, right? You just can't, right? And you have to take up a loss in order to perhaps move that value around. But this is something that would allow you to liquidate what you have without too much loss. It'll just be taken over by someone else. And this is not just within our DEX, but we'll be able to, since it's an NFT, it can be traded quite freely afterwards. So these position NFTs could go beyond just this ecosystem, but it'll be kind of a financial product that other people could be trading outside of our platform. And I feel this is something that is almost a landmark move in the industry. This has not been done in many places, but we feel it adds a huge amount of benefits to our liquidity providers. So we're really excited for this one.
Awesome. Did you have anything you wanted to add there, Mohammed? Anything you wanted to touch on?
I think Mohammed is ready to do the demo. Yeah, but before he goes there, our marketing team also prepared a recap blog on all of the we've been working pretty hard this month. There's so many integrations and partnership announcements that came within just last month. All of that is put into a blog. So I don't know how to share that here, but I will share a link for those of you who are more interested to get into the details of all the updates that we have within the last 30 days.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, chuck it in the chat, and we can also shout it out in the Discords as well. Yeah, sure. For anyone listening that wants to catch up on all of the latest partnerships, you can do it all in one big blog. So there you go. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys chuck that blog in the comments, that would be really, really cool. But yeah, I guess we can move straight on to the video demonstration. So this is a chance for the community to kind of learn how to interact with Scribe if they have not done so already, and learn about what makes this protocol so efficient under the hood.
Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Can you guys see my screen?
There we go. It's up now.
There we go. Yeah, we also focus a lot on UI and user experience. So let me just go to the Launch app. And I apologize, my internet is a little bit slow where I am right now. So once you land on the app, you actually have directly the swap and also the bridge, which is actually built in inside Scribe. This is the partnership with Flexi. You can actually come in and you can see all those chains where you can actually bridge liquidity. You can bridge from Polygon, you can bridge from Mode, from Ethereum, Arbitrum. and you guys are just to choose the token you wanna actually bridge, and you choose the amount, and you can actually do it inside within the app. The swap is also very straightforward. You can choose the token you want. We give you certain informations here so you don't get rugged. You can always verify the addresses. Let's say I could sell some ETH for some USDC. I can do like a small amount. So I'm gonna just approve. It's very easy. You can actually see all the steps and all. Not, there is like no hidden information. Everything is actually showed in details in here. And we also give you the opportunity actually to change RPC. So if there is any problem with one of the RPCs, you actually can switch the RPC here. So we're giving you a lot of, oh, here we go, like a lot of options. That's also one of the things that we focus on. You can see that the transaction has passed. It's very easy. It's really, I don't think you can do it easier than this. And also, I'm gonna go directly to the pools. So we have multiple pools already open. Let me come back here. So you have multiple pools. You can come in here and you can actually check the booster. So I see some of you asking on the chat. So we have like boosted marks and 3x for Scribe points. So you can actually see all this right on the UI. Let's go, for example, you can add liquidity. It's very easy. You can actually check the TVL and EPR. And it's very easy to create a position. We have like two ways. I'm going to show the first way. You just come here to create a position. I think it's very nice on the UI side to shows you the strategies. You can choose one of the 4 strategies. Like let's go with common strategy, for example. And I'm going to add like 100 USDC. So soon after the integration with Gamma, we're going to give you the possibility actually to use Gamma and use the automated strategy as well. So I'm going to go ahead and create a position. I'm going to just confirm it. And that's it. Like you added actually liquidity to Scribe. Like my internet is not helping that much. Once the position is created, we have like a dashboard where you can see all the positions. I'm going to just wait for it to confirm. Maybe let me open the. Or maybe you guys can only see one tab, right?
Yeah, I think we can just see the.
You only see one tab. Yeah. Let me see here. I'm gonna go to my positions, and it's actually gonna show. Yeah. So you can see your positions here. This is all my positions that are opened. Like some of them are USDT, and you can actually write in here withdraw. Okay, this is the transaction. So you can actually add to your position, or you can withdraw from your position. And also, once the rewards occurred, you can come here and actually check on your earning and collect fees. We also have like an option to collect all fees in here. The second way, actually, you can also go to liquidity here and choose pairs. Like once we can have like multiple pools, you can come in here and say like, okay, I want to have USDC and USDT. You choose the range as I showed earlier. And again, you can just enter the amounts and you can add the liquidity as well. And of course, for the fun, we always have a leaderboard that's going to allow you to track your point and to see where you actually position among others. So this is something we like. We like to have a little bit of competition. It's fun, and it also gives you like an idea on where you are and when is like the next time of updates. And we have a referral program as well, so you can refer users. That's also something that you can makes you earn more with Scribe. And it can actually you can track it. You can have like a referral page where you can actually track all your referrers. And you can also see who refers most of the users. Joe, do you wanna add anything?
No, I think you're doing great.
Awesome.
I think there's a lot of questions coming up. I think we answered most of them, but I think they want to know specifically where to get the scroll 3x marks.
Sure. Like you can see, you can see. Let me go back to the pools. We also have this. We also have this banners here that you guys actually gives you like all the news. So if you go and check here, this is actually the USDCE that gives you like 3x. The USDC USDT only gives you 2x, which is actually pretty good. And we have like ETH and stake songs and EtherFi and ETH also, which is boosted. Let me just touch base on the badges and then we can come back to the questions. So the last thing is like we have badges with Scroll. Oh. So actually, once you do certain actions, you can actually earn those badges, and we can have like a surprise for those that actually claim their badges. So this is something that we're not going to disclose now, but we're going to tell you in the next coming weeks. I already claimed some badges, so some actions are like adding liquidity, adding certain amount of liquidity, or swapping certain amount. Yeah, I'm happy to answer questions from the chat as well.
Amazing. Thank you guys for putting together that demonstration. It was really, really helpful, and I think the community will find it very helpful as well. And yeah, as I think most of the questions in here are around the marks, and as Mohammed shows, you can literally just hover over each pool and see which one, like if it's 3x or 2x boosted. So really, really easy to do for you guys. But yeah, amazing. I guess we can. We always leave time at the end for a bit of a Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the chat. You can also drop. What's that? Sorry.
I think somebody mentioned to our TGE. Well, the plan has it that we would most likely have it around early December. This is what it looks like now.
Yeah, so expect things between mid-November and December.
Yeah. Nice. Some cheeky alpha there for the Scribe community.
Oh, the 3x are for the. Okay, I see. Is there any other questions?
I think there's one about the referral program.
Yeah, the 3x is for Scribe points. Just to answer that.
Mohammed,
yeah.
I guess for those who might want to be farming on our side, maybe do you have any suggestions on how best to strategize from your standpoint, like as a LP provider?
Yeah, so I think it's always good to keep an eye on the pools and on the rewards as well. And the second thing that I'm excited for is the Gamma integration. That's gonna actually less like you're gonna like trust the strategy, and it's gonna be automated, and you cannot beat those robots, right? You cannot beat the strategy when it's automated because it's gonna act fast and it works 24 hours. So once we gonna have Gamma and more integration actually are coming in on the next few weeks as well. We're working on that. That's gonna allow you actually to make even more. For now, like I just go to the pools where I can get EPR or where I see like there is more potential. And also I suggest for the community to keep to follow us on Twitter, because this is where you can see the new partnerships that are coming in. And usually when those partners are coming, like the APRs just keep getting higher and higher.
Very cool. Yeah, amazing stuff. I don't think there's any more questions coming in. But if you guys have anything else that you want to talk about, anything that we haven't already covered, or anything you kind of want to go over again, feel free to take the floor.
I would say like check our documentation as well, and come and ask us questions. We have some cool stuff coming in after our TGE, like that our token actually gonna enable. We're very happy with the partnership with Scroll. I myself, I met some of you in Singapore. It was super cool. So we're very excited for this. And I think in the next few weeks is gonna be some cool release coming from Scribe, and I think we're gonna show like how like an amazing project can come out from the Scroll, and that's thanks to the Scroll community.
Yeah, really appreciate those kind words, and likewise as well. We love you guys. We love what you're building. We think it's really, really cool, really, really smooth. And yeah, we're happy that we get to kind of go on this journey with you and support you through this endeavor as much as we can. I haven't met you guys personally at an event overseas yet, but I know you guys have caught up with some of the scrollers overseas. So maybe we'll catch up at DevCon if you guys are going there.
For sure, we will see you there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Liam, before we end, I actually see a couple questions on the launchpad. Can I just comment on that real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Right. So they're asking about how to get in the launchpad. So obviously we're gonna have to whitelist projects, right? We want quality projects to be known first. We'll because we want to believe in the project, and we will be pushing the project as far as we could. There will be an advantage, obviously, for Scribe users. It helps us whitelist you. Because we will be able to track your actions, and with the plugins there's a lot of actions that we could customize into our platform, and so this way we get to know you a lot more, and so if you are thinking about applying for the launchpad, please be active on our platform. Obviously get to know us offline, DevCon as well. We invite you to come approach us, message us, and everything. At the same time, love to have you on our platform. Everything you do on the platform will higher the chances of you being whitelisted.
Awesome. There you go, guys. The more you interact with Scribe, the higher chance you can get whitelisted. Very, very cool. Yeah, amazing. I guess to round it out, as Joe said before, everything, all of the Scribe news, all of the partnerships, everything new that comes out goes through the Scribe Twitter. So make sure that you're following along on X. And of course, if you want to be a part of the community, or if you want to personally ask the team questions that you might have about the protocol, also jump into the Discord. I'm sure they would be happy to help you out there as well. But yeah, and do you guys want to, if the team wants to follow along with you guys individually on Twitter, do you want to drop your handles? Maybe these guys can go and follow you after this call.
Yeah, I'm having trouble leaving comments here directly, so I'm just gonna message you, Liam, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can transfer it over. Awesome. Yeah. If you guys listening in, just feel free to follow along with those guys on X. But yeah, that pretty much concludes everything for today. So thank you everyone for tuning in with us. We really, really appreciate it. This is all recorded, so you can watch this back on our YouTube channel if you want to, especially the video demo. I'm sure that's helpful for a lot of you. And yeah, and thank you most of all to Mohammed and Joe for joining us today. We really, really appreciate it. and we hope to have you on at a future Spotlight party.
Definitely. Thanks for having us, Liam. This is amazing.
No worries. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Nice.
All right,
Bye, guys.
bye.